Also breaking tonight, former Nebraska Governor and Senator Bob Kerrey resigns from a local company's board after an alleged connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
Kerrey served as board chair for the energy company Monolith. He says he resigned to help avoid any impact to the company's work.
KETV News Watch 7's Maddie Augustine spoke one-on-one with Bob Kerrey today. She joins us here in the studio. Maddie.
Yeah, Julie Quinicia, I think it's important to note we have not been made aware of any criminal allegations against Bob Kerrey. Kerrey tells me he officially submitted his resignation on Friday, and he believes in the work Monolith is doing, calling this a necessary step.
We're producing carbon black in a much cleaner and more efficient fashion than anybody in the world. So it's an essential ingredient for American manufacturers of tires. I'm very excited about it. I just don't want to do anything to mess it up.
Former Nebraska Governor Bob Kerrey's name appears several times in the Epstein files released by the Department of Justice, but many of the documents are conversations between third parties trying to coordinate schedules, including a meeting in February 2013, which Kerrey says he did attend.
And I met with him in 2013 as a result of a request that came from the CEO and the provost of a startup university that I was working with.
According to the Associated Press, Jeffrey Epstein pleaded guilty to state charges of soliciting prostitution and soliciting prostitution from a minor in 2008.
Were you aware of those charges from 2008 before you took this meeting with him?
Aware that he was charged, that he pled guilty, and that he did time. That's all I knew. There's enough detail now that I know, particularly coming out of the files and other witnesses, that if I could roll the tape back, I wouldn't take the meeting. And I know if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have taken that meeting.
Outside of that February meeting, did you ever meet with him again?
To my best recollection, no. But I really haven't checked my records to find out if there was another meeting.
DOJ files show Kerrey was invited to a meeting in March 2013, but he declined. The files also show other alleged correspondence between Kerrey and Epstein throughout 2013 and 2014. Kerrey says he did not have a personal relationship with Epstein.
I know what I did. I know what I didn't do. And by the way, if the Department of Justice wants to investigate me, let them investigate me. I'm okay with that.
Kerrey tells me the DOJ investigation and the focus of Americans needs to be centered around the victims and prosecuting those accused of crimes in the files. I did reach out to Monolith this morning. I have not heard back. Back to you.